Patch 1.51 is finally out, and I'm going to showcase everything that's actually on the game right now, because there is some missing content that we're going to have to display in today's video. But let's go over it, because to be honest, there's some really cool stuff that we need to discuss in this video. And smash a like, comment, and subscribe for all the daily content that I do provide here for Age of Empires Mobile. My name's MrSneakyy. If you're new to the channel, why not join us here? And many of you aren't subscribed, and why not just hit the button? It takes 2 seconds to do. It's easy. It's easy, boys. So let's dive into the first thing, which is, as you guys will know, the legendary advent wheel has been upgraded. So from now on, depending on what coins you have available, you're going to have a 5 times at 4.2, at 20 times is at 16.8, and if you have the cried amount, which is 42k, you will be able to 50 times spin your wheel in one go, which is super crazy for some insane videos. Maybe in the future we can maybe do that. Who knows? We have to save up for that video, right? So that's the first one what we have to go over, nice and easy. The next one, which everyone might be talking about, and maybe we should make a video on it, I'd love to hear you guys' opinion on it, is obviously the heroic expedition. And I'm going to talk about it now mainly before we go any further, because I actually do like it, and it's a little bit, I would say, a bit sad to see what's happened to the obtain more store, and you're going to see why. However, the actual bundle itself, let's just go over it, because it's still £2.69, as you guys can see, and you're going to have to spend 1,000 coins here in the advanced one. You're probably wondering, what are these coins that you're going to be spending? Well, they've changed the way the heroic expedition works now. So you earn these coins, even as a free-to-play player, you're going to get 200 of these coins, right? Which means when you go into the store, you can choose every week either to unlock 2 sculptures of whatever hero they were before, which you can see all the original ones, but as you can see as well at the top were the legendary advent heroes in season 1. These are 150, and these prices do matter, because if you're a spender and you get the £2.69 in total, you're gonna get 2,200 expedition coins. So you can see you're going to get 600 here, and then 600 further down on the level 20 unlock, and then obviously the bonus 1k you get at the beginning. What does this mean? Well, what it means for the large majority of people that use the pass alone, nothing really has changed for you, apart from it's actually gotten better for your account. Because if you're liking the £2.69 deal, you're still going to get 22 sculptures from the pass, which is obviously what you was able to do before. So if you're still working on that Julius Caesar, like I am, even if you go in for someone like maybe Theodora or Tariq or Philip maybe, who knows, depending on what your account is and what you're going for specifically, this will allow you to still get the 2 sculptures or 22 sculptures for that hero, right? So that's really cool if you're a spender or not a spender. Now, the 150 is a big difference, because the thing is, you would think it's just a clear, almost cut in half, but it's not. What this generally is going to occur is every week you'll be able to buy on average 14.6 is the maths. So meaning you would most likely be able to buy 14 of these bad boys one week, and maybe the next week 15 on average, right? I could be wrong. It could be just 14 every week. Even so, that is still 14 of these sculptures every week, guys. That's over what, 48, even more, is it? 24, 48 sculptures for one of these seasonal 1 heroes over a month, and that's going to be £2.69 each time to do. It's actually pretty cheap to get one of these heroes done still, right? And this is going to be your Tribuana, Hannibal's, your Richard, and Attila. They're the 4 primary ones that you could go for, that I would recommend, even though some people might want to go for Sun Tzu now, because obviously you're going to have access to Charlemagne in season 3 when you get access to it, and that's going to give you a really powerful support that does work with Sun Tzu, so you could go down that route. The thing that is a bit upsetting is the butchering of the expedition coins. They watched the spending video and quickly had to amend that shit, because they did not want to get players over 15 sculptures for £4.49, because it was definitely triple the value that you was able to obtain. So now you can see they have made it so you're basically getting 2 sculptures for 1, which ain't too bad. That's actually a pretty good deal, I'm not gonna lie. Here is $4.49 for 5. It is what it is. Here is £9 for 800. So you're actually losing out. So technically the first 2 bundles here are the most worth for the lowest spenders if you're going to keep buying these every week. But this is when things go a little bit kind of because you've got 18.49s remaining 5. This gives you 1k, and then if you're a bit more of a medium spender, again, you can get 10, 20 bundles of the bigger ones. So depending on how big your spending level is, you are going to benefit out of this. One thing that I will say for a lot of players, if you do, I think the math on it really quickly, $46.99. So this is for the medium spenders, basically, on maybe the whales. $46.99 is going to net you 2,000 of the expedition coins and 25k, right? If you buy 2 of these bundles, that is basically 94, maybe 94 that you have to pay. So you're paying £1 or £2 more. That's it, £1 or £2 more. But if you do it this way, you are literally gaining more, because you're gonna get 4,050k. So you're actually netting 1,000 more of these coins by buying this one bundle, and even with the XP and skill points, you're gonna be gaining more, right? So you might as well double up on the first 3 by just buying the $46.99 and actually ignoring the $92.99, and that's kind of a really cool thing, only for the medium big spenders. So even myself, I'm not going to be doing this, so don't worry guys. I'm just trying to include everyone in this video so everyone has the best information. But it is upsetting to see they've butchered this. The only things I would recommend is that £1 one, $4.49 one, and ignore it. That's going to give you 700, which means that's 700 extra currency. That isn't too bad. That's an extra, what, 4 sculptures here. It helps. Every little helps, honestly. It will break that 50 barrier on average if you're doing it that way, right? So everyone is going to be a little bit mixed opinion on it. I like it. Some people aren't going to like it, but who knows? In the future, these heroes might become 125, so they're even cheaper, and then you get, you know, the next season, so the season 2 heroes might come in for 150, right? Who knows? The devs could change up the way the pricing works on all these heroes, but allow people to try and get them heroes on their account. I like it. I'm gonna be honest. I like the fact that people can get heroes that they might have missed on. That's the way I look at things. The next one, which I think is a really big one for people who are wondering, Heroic Expedition. And the only thing that they've actually changed about this, and I was expecting a little bit more, as you guys know from my video, was tactic coins increase. And as you guys will see from that video and to today's video, we have the exact same amount playtime rewards in tactic coins. So they didn't increase the amount of coins you get, but as you can see, as a massive obvious thing, they have added resources. So now inside your good old friend Island Tactics, you are going to get resources and tactic coins, which does honestly actually help soften the burden and allow you to grow, heal, and even train troops a lot more often on your account, which isn't going to be bad in the long run, especially when you're pushing this and getting even further and deeper and deeper. You can't complain. So not too bad on there. Now, there's going to be one thing that's going to be quite a lot of controversy. That is the Alliance auto troops. That's it. Alliance auto troops. I say it right. At the moment, as you guys will see, there isn't anywhere in game currently that has it. I'll be honest with you, there's nowhere in game that currently has it available. However, one thing that you do get option to, and I'm going to showcase it just briefly in this video, and a lot more officers will have a look at this and have a bit of fun. You can go into the allies, and if you are an officer, and I need a big shout out to Soundwave, who we have an upcoming interview coming up, so check that video out, guys, when it comes out. He's our alliance leader, and he's promoted me into the officer role just so I can actually kind of record this quickly for the video. A new area has appeared called the Alliance Squad, and this does allow you, which is kind of crazy, to see anyone, as you can see, marches, anyone's. I'm kind of zooming quick to be a little bit protective, but argument's sake, if we look up my heroes, and you can click on my squad and it will take you there, it will show you everything that those people are running. what their hero power is at. So if we look at my Mulan march, you can click on this and it does that really cool breakdown people really like, where you can see what skills I am running, especially I'm running the Korean archers here. You can see also obviously the different types of troops and how I'm getting the hero power, how I'm getting extra power from the system bonus, and actually the Korean archers are giving me 490k, right, which is kind of cool. So you can see all of those stats now. If you are an officer, you can actually check out all of these different marches people are running. Why is this cool, or why is this an important in change? Well, think about it. Alliance auto troops coming back full circle is all about potentially allowing players, especially the officers, to grab troops that are offline that people aren't online with, right? And grabbing them into rallies that they need during war. And obviously that's a really cool feature. If you can see what they're already running, you can obviously then create teams, maybe like a spreadsheet. Some people do really competitive when it comes to this type of stuff. But you can obviously group people up and be like, okay, we need these players, they've got these marches, we know we can whack them in these rallies, and you can mid-max pretty well. So I actually think it's a cool thing. I think the officers will really like it. I do think this could be an option even if you're not an officer. If you could see what people are running in your alliance specifically, I think that's a really cool thing, and I wish that actually gets added to anyone that is any rank, and they can see that, because it does help people build their accounts outside of obviously using the mightiest troop effect, which is going into the formation. So if you go up here into the mightiest, obviously you can see it there, right? So let me know what you think so far of the patch. I think it's been really cool so far. To finish up on it, there is just some little like optimizations that we kind of want to just showcase and talk about. One thing is where my mouse is right now, up at the top, obviously the buffs are nicely located, and I do like this because we can see exactly what we're able to get, as well as the good old Mightiest Empire. So you can see up the Mightiest Empire emblem does look a lot kind of popping out, and it's a lot more bigger. And when you click onto it, you have a nicer, cleaner actual UI, which I will appreciate a clean UI, because you can see our points overview where we're at. We can still teleport with just this button now, which is really good, to Empire 37, which we'll do towards the end of the video. But then you can see obviously earn points. So you can see where everyone's earning points, who's done what, how well you've been able to do, and then obviously it's just easy, right? It just looks clean. That is the one thing I will say. Another thing that looks really clean for players is probably, you should notice, the general UI in the heroes screen feels, or it just has something at the first point of the eye that just stands out, and it will be those flags, and just the overall, you know, I would say the lettering, the font, at some reason just looks a lot more sharper, so it's a lot more better on the eyes, which is really cool. But what's really cool as well, and a shout out to Steve, because obviously he's my boy, he was the one who found this on stream for us really quickly, you can now actually do a couple of things with hero talents. You can actually reset any points you've put into an area, so you can just hit the reset button and it comes back. You don't need to pay any coins to do so, it just does it now, which is really funky. On top of that, you can also do it obviously to ones all the way back here. So say I need a reset all the way here, I can do so, and then I can reactivate and start building. You could also do, which we did on stream, and I'm going to do it here, which is quite actually cool. You can do the quick allocate button. So this is when you are max level, for example, on your hero, you can reset all the talents and hit quick allocate. This will automatically allocate points where the game thinks it is the best to put them. And I will be honest, for a base talent page, it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad, and you can improve it quite easily, and I'll just showcase how to do that for you guys. This is just for argument's sake Mulan's page here. So if we go into the talent page again, all we want to do is get rid of stuff that's increased XP on our tribes. We don't care about that, so we can get rid of that, come back into here and look at stuff like, okay, we don't want that, we don't want any of that. Maybe, do you know what, we'll grab some armor. And it sounds a little bit crazy, but by grabbing armor, it's still a PvP stat that's reducing the amount of damage you take, compared to a wasted strat, which is obviously using something else that could be a lot more better, right? So they just kind of showcases a really cool talent page. Have a little bit of fun of it. Feel free to have an experimentation now on your builds. That's going to be really cool. And as you guys know, with this new patch, obviously the introduction of Mehmed II for most of the global is here. So right now, as this video is live, you should be able to spin for, as you guys know, Mehmed II and Mansa Musa, as we kind of etched on at the beginning of the video, just to showcase. We have done it on our account. You can check out the live video for that. And then to finish things up, just to kind of overall end things, there has been a little cool theme gallery title. So if we go into here, the title has been added. I think it's the first time we've seen something like this, which is a brand new rarity. Yes, you can see that nice little beautiful rarity. So this is bridging now. So you've got rare, then you've got these epics. This is legendary, as you're about to see, and then there is mythical, which I'm going to showcase as well, just so you guys know what mythical is. It is in the game, but it's only obtained to the kings. So you can see here, mythical, legendary, epic, rare, and uncommon. But if we come out of the title area, there is an addition thing they've added into this area. So if you go to the collector's gallery now, when you look at any of these areas, any of them now, for some reason, I do believe it's bugged currently, but it should be getting fixed anytime soon. So that's why I'm talking about it. When you look at any of these areas, especially for this one, so this is the Celestial Wings, 2 out of 4. This now gives you bonus troop capacity as a synergy effect. And if you complete the whole package, the whole synergy, you actually get a brand new synergy reward. So this is, again, permanent bubble that you get. This is for completing everything that you get. So this is upgrading that Pegasus here to this one, which is kind of cool. So you can have this really nice little chat bubble for your account. And what's really cool is all of them have this, guys. But it does make you think now, look, I am already unlocking, as you guys know, by chance, this was by chance, the Spring Festival Symphony. This is going to grant me, obviously, the same stats as any of the other ones in game. But what it does say is once I get all of this, this is a 350 troop capacity bonus. When you look at certain other ones, that's 350 again, 350 again for the snow one, 350 again for the Halloween one, right? So you can see there's some 350, and then you'll see some back down here, which is 100, 200, right? So depending on what set of cosmetics you are unlocking now, you want to get the full set, because you are also getting troop capacity. You're also getting this cool synergy reward as well for each of them. They're all different when you look, and the Frostbound one looks really cool. It's a really cool dream title for you, especially the Dracula's Kiss one. This is for anyone who has the Halloween. I thought this one looks really cool. Honestly, it gives me cool vibes. Honestly, I don't know why I like it, I just do. So that's just there as well, just to kind of showcase in this patch this has been added in too. And what you can also do, just to kind of showcase it, if we do go into one of these areas, so if I preview, for example, this area, the legendary mythical best skin you can get is the Supreme Expedition. It's finally seeable in game. If you're wondering how you obtain this, only technically one person in your server is ever going to have this troop skin, and this troop skin is from the Stellar Glory event, right? So if we come out of here into the main screen, jump into this area, hit your kingdom, you can go to the ranking rewards, and this is that skin. So you can see how the Celestial Sovereign, this is given to literally the king. The king only will get this, while everyone else in the season will get these rewards, including the 42-day Palace of Gold chat bubble and obviously the coordination flame, right? So you can see what you're able to obtain there as the #1 server, which is really cool. 50,000 Empire coins to everyone in the #1 server. Crazy. But yeah, those are the king's March themes. Remember, this is only for the king, right? I need to make that clear, because a lot of people don't think it is, but it is, right? So that's pretty much everything in this patch that I really want to honestly cover. Everything else we can't, which is technically the Alliance Auto Troops, that is going to come hopefully a little bit later. And when it does come, we're going to be able to showcase it. And for everyone else wondering about heroes, what heroes are the best heroes with Mehmed II, Charlemagne, and even the brand new Season 4 heroes, don't worry, because I have access to the Pioneer server. So we're going to be doing those live streams. We're going to be doing all the testing for the formations for you guys. So smash a like, hit the subscribe button so you know when we go live and you can join us in those live streams. And let me know in the comment section down below about this brand new patch. Are you feeling it? Are you not feeling it? And hopefully we can see what maybe even the brand new Alliance event comes, because even we can't see that too, because that's not even in the game. So that's why I've not mentioned it in today's video. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. I've covered quite a lot in here. Smash like, comment, subscribe. Until the next one, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.